Good day, everybody, and welcome back to the Ralphies. Today, we are talking about marriage advice. So we have 7 key points that we want to point out for you guys, what works for us, and we are ready to dive right into it. And just letting you know from the top that all 7 points for us, it's all to do with love, every single point when we break it all down. So if you don't have love in your heart to give to somebody, or if you can't love yourself, maybe that's why a person would be single. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I don't know where that came from, but anyway, it came out. So our first point is...
love each other always. And love always comes from God.
Yeah.
That's the way we see it.
Yes. Yep.
That's our point of view.
So if I don't have love... First of all, if I can't love myself, and if Daryl can't love himself, then I don't have no love to give to him, and he wouldn't have no love to give to me.
Exactly.
Right? And no, we're putting out a disclaimer right from the top. We are not perfect.
No.
We do not declare, we are not here today saying that we are perfect. Don't get it twisted, okay? We're just talking about love, right? And I love me, Daryl loves him. Therefore, I have love in my heart to give to Daryl, and therefore he has love in his heart to give to me.
Yeah, that's right. Like Nadine just said, if you can't love yourself, you can't love others, you can't love God, you can't...
If you don't have love inside, you don't have love to give away.
That's right, yeah.
It's pretty...
You haven't got love to share about that. Yeah.
And we're not perfect.
No, I'm not saying that we're perfect.
We just know that we love each other, and we love each other enough. We love ourselves, and with saying that, the love we have within, we can extend to our partner.
Amen.
That's what we're saying.
Yeah.
So
well said.
Yeah. Thank you. So number 2, you guys, always remember in a marriage, you're on the same team. Okay? I just want to say that we know of people that in marriages, not all, but we know of some cases, that the husband thinks that everything should be done his way, and the wife thinks that everything should be done her way. And then therefore, how can you come together as one? How can you...
It's not possible.
Right?
Like, if the chemistry is not there, it just won't work.
If I was against my husband, do you think the marriage would work? Like, really?
No.
Or if you were against me, do you think the marriage would work?
No, not at all. It wouldn't last long enough to get married to be able to... Yeah, proceed with a marriage.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
You got to be able to date, and you got to be able to... You got to know if the chemistry is there before you... Like, you're not going to rush in and get married if you don't... You guys can't agree on something.
Yeah, yeah. So, you guys, for number 2, you have to remember that you have to be on the same team. If you're not on the same team, the marriage is going to struggle, and it's going to struggle, and it's going to struggle until people decide to come together in love. And then it's going to work. It'll start to work. But if you don't realize from the top you're on the same team, you're off on a rocky road, in my opinion.
You are.
I'm telling you. And I say that from past relationship experiences. That's what I'm going to say right there. Right? Daryl and I, we are on the same team. We actually think alike. Daryl will finish my sentences. I will finish Daryl's sentences.
Yeah.
And we just truly, truly love each other. And we're not perfect again, but we do realize we're on the same team.
Yep.
Like, you just got to have each other's best interests at heart is the best way to say it.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
Really.
Yeah. Number 3 is never take each other for granted, guys. Because you never know when the last minute or second you're going to have with your loved one.
Yep.
Because you never know what could happen.
So true.
So take every minute, every second, and cherish it. Like, because you never know what could happen, guys.
And it's like every single day, the more I wake up now, ever since we've been together, God has always reminded me, Nadine, never take Daryl for granted. Never. Right? And I've always had that in my mind every single morning waking up. And it's like now more than ever. Well, we've been together a long time. And the longer we're together, the more God reminds me. The more firmer it becomes in my spirit that, like, never take your husband for granted. Never.
Oh, yeah.
Never.
Most definitely.
Never. Because like you just said, you don't know 1 minute is going to be my last, God forbid. You don't know, God forbid, when your last minute is. And then therefore your life, everything changes then.
Oh, yeah.
And so always love and appreciate and adore and do what you can for your partner and love them to pieces. There's another sentence you could say, love them to, but I don't want to say that sentence.
Yeah.
So love your partner to pieces. Love them every day.
Yeah, no matter what.
As much as you can. If you get into a tiff, if you get into a fight, just make up right away.
Yeah.
Never ever go to bed angry. We go to bed sometimes upset, but Daryl doesn't take all the covers. I don't take all the covers. We might put the covers between us for a minute, and then after one of the two will always look at the other one and kiss them, and we'll just go to sleep, and everything seriously goes back to normal. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Because there's nobody out there perfect. There's only one. Just one perfect man that's perfect. And that's all I'm going to say.
Yep. So number 4, you guys, is respect each other for whom they are, who your partner is. Daryl is a very quiet person, as many of you guys know. I'm the more outspoken one. I have no trouble saying what's on my mind. I try to be professional about it. Daryl is more
laid back,
chilled out and relaxed, and laid back. But we need to have respect for each other. Like when Daryl sees that I need to have my say about something, he may say to me, "No, Nadine, be careful," or he'll try and guide me in the right steps on how to approach a certain situation or whatever. Which I love that about you. And then for Daryl's more quiet, so I respect Daryl's more quiet, and he don't want to have too much say or too much. How would I say that?
I just don't like too much, I don't know.
Confrontation?
I
don't like confrontation. I don't think anybody gets off on it unless they're...
Yeah. Unless I really got the, like, I don't know. I'm not a very talkative person. But I just like to listen. I sooner listen than...
Well, you're somewhat talkative because you're in this video.
Yeah, that's right too. Yeah, but I'm, like, as everybody know, like you said, you're the more outspoken, and I'm just a quiet person. It's almost like you can't have two, in my opinion, I feel like there can't be two, like, talkative people in a marriage, because when do you... It's almost like hooking up a battery. You got to have a positive that talks, that don't mind talking, and a negative that just...
When you put them together, what do you get? Flankers.
Yeah. You gotta have a positive and a negative for a relationship, marriage to work.
Like, just think about it this way, you guys. If you have, like Daryl said, if you got two positives, say if it's two talkative people,
it won't work. It might work, but it'll be a lot of headaches. I think
that's what I'm trying to say. If you got two people that's constantly like this, there's no peace, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Right? Because where is somebody that's going to sit and listen? But if you got two listeners in a relationship and they're like this all the time, boring, and there's nobody talking,
it'd be pretty boring.
Right? It's like, okay, I'm going to eat and we're going to sleep and we're going to do the same thing every day. And it's just like, that's just how, that's how we see it. If you're in a relationship and you both are really, really quiet and it's working for you, awesome, great. If you're both in a relationship and you're both talkative and you're both outgoing, and it's working for you, great. But from how we see it, from our points of view, what we see and notice, what works for us is, like we say, Daryl's more quiet, I'm the more talkative one. So as you guys can imagine, Daryl does lots of listening. Do I do lots of talking? I wouldn't say I'm like the Energizer Bunny. Do you think I'm that bad?
No, oh my goodness.
Like, my mouth mouth takes a break during the day, don't it?
Oh my goodness, yes.
You know what I mean? I'm not over
you're not
the top.
Like, you're not there constant and talking, because it'll drain you after a while.
That's right. That's right.
Like
for the listener, it would drain them.
Yeah.
But no, I do like to do the talking, as you guys can tell. Daryl's the more quiet one, and it's what works for us, right? I've been in past relationships in the past where I've been the talkative one, of course, and the other person in the relationship was the talkative. And as you can see today, I'm with Daryl. I'm not back there. You know what I mean? So this works for us.
Yeah.
Big time. So we have to respect each other, you guys. You have to respect your partner and take them for who they are. Right? Yeah.
If so, you wouldn't be with him.
Because if Daryl expected for me to be all quiet, it's like wanting to change who I am. And if I expected if I expected for you to talk, that's changing who you are.
Yeah.
So therefore, if we had to do that to each other, there's no respect there.
No.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because then you got to change who you are, and if you change who you are, that is not actually who you are as a person. You
And
know?
it's not respecting.
Yeah,
your
it's
partner.
not respecting. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So number 5, you guys, is always communicate. If you have to talk, talk. And if you have to listen, listen.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if your wife or partner needs to talk, let them talk. And you sit back and listen.
Yeah. Yeah. And try to help them as best you can.
Yes. And sort out the issue or whatever topic they were talking about.
Yep.
And then, after they're done, then you can talk. And then the other person can listen. Don't over-talk each other.
I know. I know. Oh, I know.
Because when I see it done, it just...
It does something to you inside.
Yeah.
Because to me, in my opinion, that's no respect.
Like, I get frustrated for the both of them.
Yeah, there's no respect there.
Yeah, there's no respect at all.
In our opinions.
Yeah.
That's how we see it.
Yeah, story.
But the communication, like you said, the talk and listen is a good one because, like you said, like if somebody comes home from work and they had a really rough day and the other one didn't have a rough day, one should be able to vent to the other one. Now, I don't think it should be all the time. I don't think one person in the relationship on one side should be sitting back and have to endure stuff all the time either. I don't condone that either.
I don't.
Do you know what I mean?
No.
And we know that happens in some relationships, but I don't
rehash the same stuff over and over.
Yeah, I'm not into that.
That would drive. That would like. I think it would drain you. You know. Like,
it does drain.
Exhaust you. You know.
Yeah, it does. So, but anyways, you guys, always keep the line of communication open. If your partner needs to chat and talk about something, and it's not constantly the same thing, be open. Be open to listening and try to problem solve with them.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And that goes both ways. You know what I mean? Yeah. So just communicate. If you have no communication, if you have a partner in your life that he or she comes home and you can't really talk to them and they're just wanting to do their own thing and they don't want to communicate with you, and if you've been in that relationship for some time, how's it working for you is the best I'll say.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just try to evaluate your own situations and realize, is this what is working for me? If it is, great. If it's not, well, you have some thinking to do. We are not professionals. We are not doctors, lawyers, counselors. We are not professionals whatsoever. We're not telling you that you should go divorce. We're not saying that you should stay in an unhealthy marriage. You have to evaluate your own situation. Speak with family and friends. If you have to go speak to your doctor, if you have to go speak to a counselor, these are all good steps into guiding you into the right direction if you should stay with your partner or not. That's your own choice. We are just saying, we're doing this video to help you realize we're trying to give you guys healthy advice for healthy marriages. And we're not saying our marriage is perfect.
No, I'm not saying no.
We are saying that we are putting out healthy tidbits of advice for you guys, for you to have a successful marriage, just like what we have.
And we hope this helps you.
Of course. That's why we're doing the video.
Yeah.
Not because, we're just bored. We have other stuff to do too. But we want to share successful tips that what works for us is what could work for you. Yeah. Right. Number 6 is the grass is not always greener on the other side. I find, in my opinion, this day and age, marriages, I don't feel that they last too long. And we've been together 10 years, you guys. We've been together 10 years. Not married 10 years, but we've been together 10 years. And I guess there has been many times where both of us could have an eye out in public and look at somebody else and eye up somebody else and just take off and go if we wanted to. But when you know what you have at home is so much better than what's out there. I'm speaking from my side. I have no thoughts, no
desire,
no motives, no nothing like that to be out there looking. In my past, I have done that because I was never happy in the relationships in my past since being with Daryl. And if Daryl was not in this video, I would still say the same thing, you guys. What was I saying? So because God has given me my heart's desire in a man, everything in a man, I now have no desire to be looking around. It's as cut and dry, simple as that for me.
Yeah, it's like me too.
Yep.
Like, same goes for me too. Like, I have, like, a loving marriage and everything in between. And why would I want to go out and try to find another woman or anything like that? I got no desire. I got no desire to be looking for another woman and stuff like that.
When God fulfills your desires at home, you have no desire to go out and roam around, look around. Like if I go out and go to the grocery store, Daryl goes with me. Daryl goes out and goes to run an errand or two. He most times says to me, Nadine, come with me. I don't want to go alone, don't you? And so we always do stuff together. That may not work for you guys, but that's what works for us. But the grass is technically not always greener on the other side. I just find that too many people, in my opinion, too many marriages, in my opinion, they dissolve, they break down because somebody got offended about something in the house. Like, say the husband didn't pass the remote to the wife quick enough, or somebody didn't pick up an onion off the floor. I'm not joking.
Oh, yeah.
People get offended and get so staunch and stubborn in their marriages because so-and-so offended so-and-so, or the husband offended the wife, or the wife offended the husband, and then that opens up the first door right away to go out and start looking for somebody else. Yeah. And that's just so silly to me.
They give up so easy.
If we had to give up easily because the girl put the bottle of ketchup in the fridge backwards, or the French side showing, with all due respect, I'm English and I like all my English labels showing. If stuff like that had to get to me and I had to go run and look, this marriage would have been over a long time ago.
Oh, definitely.
Right?
It wouldn't even last to a marriage.
We wouldn't have got to the marriage stage.
No, we wouldn't have got to the marriage stage at all.
Yeah. Anyway, the grass is not always greener on the other side, you guys. Yield not to temptation is what I just want to say. Yeah. Yeah. If you're happy at home, don't go out and try to mess up what you got good at home. Yeah. If you got it good at home,
don't ruin a good thing, guys.
Don't mess it up. Yeah. Don't mess it up. Yeah.
So number 7, guys, is date night. Always take your wife, whether it's like once a month, once every 2 weeks, or whenever, guys. Take your wife out to a movie. Do whatever you done on the first date you guys met. You haven't got to go out and spend any money or anything like that. If you guys just go out for a long walk on the beach, go bike riding, do anything. Take your wife out on a date night.
What about staying at home and doing a date night at home?
Yeah, you can stay home, watch a good movie, have some popcorn.
Go to bed early.
Cook supper.
Catch up with each other early in the evening.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Plan a night at home.
Yeah.
There's many nights that Daryl and I will do stuff at home, like just popcorn and a movie and sit close together because, you know, we were apart for a bit during the day or something. Or Daryl one night will cook me a meal, or some night I will cook Daryl a meal, and some nights there's, you know, a candle on the table to go along with it, and that jazzes it up. You guys might think, oh, that's nothing. I go to $500 hotels, or I go and do like a $500 brunch or whatever. Well, if that's what works for you, great, but not all of us can do that or don't want to do that. Sometimes the more intimate dates at home, or even if you just take your car, like Daryl said, and go to the beach and get out and walk hand in hand and walk down the beach and holding hands and a love peck and kissing little pecks and stuff in public, that should be all good in your relationship too, in my opinion. Yeah. Because if you can't kiss your partner out in public, there's something up with that.
Yeah, you're hiding something.
There's something not right there.
Yeah, there's something not right. Put it that way.
I don't know. I don't really care about like the age either, because
That don't matter.
well, certain generations don't believe you should show
true.
affection out in public and stuff like that. But come on, we'll be 95 years old out in public and we'll be kissing and pecking, and I'll smack at Daryl's butt, or Daryl will.
You can't be out there trying to swallow each other.
I don't mean swallow, but like you should be able to peck. I said peck.
I know, peck, yeah, like, kiss, yeah, like that, yeah. But you don't be out there trying to play with her tonsils or anything, right?
Well, that's where you go get a hotel room.
Yeah.
Or you know, like, do it, a little bit more discreetly. But like I said, a peck. Like,
yeah, no.
right on the beach.
Something respectful.
I would peck Daryl on the beach easy. Yeah. And Daryl has done that to me, and we think that that's all normal, and it works for us.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
So that is our 7 tidbits of marriage advice. That's what works for us as time goes by, over the months and maybe a couple more years or something, or sometime in the future we may do another video like this with you guys and incorporate more tidbits in for marriage advice. So if you guys would be interested in that, give the video a big thumbs up so we know you're interested. And if you're interested in your own partner at home, we hope you take some of these tidbits into consideration. If you are finding that you're the person that's like, you don't have a lot of patience and you don't really want to listen to your partner, but you want the marriage to work, maybe let the ego sit back on the shelf for a little bit and be like, I'm going to put my partner's needs and whatnot ahead of my own for a couple minutes, and I'm going to listen to them to see how can I help them today or tonight. How can I, it's something so simple too, is like Daryl will go get me a cup of tea. And then sometime if I see he's sitting on the couch and I'm thinking to myself, Daryl would like to have a cup of tea right now. I goes and gets Daryl a cup of tea. And then as I'm bringing it to him, Daryl's like, how'd you know I wanted a cup of tea? And I'm like, it's just because we like know each other.
Yeah.
We
can almost read our minds.
Yeah, and that's just one part of that's just one, how do I explain it? That's one way of showing that you love each other. Yeah. That's just one way.
Don't be selfish and get up and...
If you're a selfish...
I could never do that.
If you're a selfish person and your marriage is not succeeding, maybe you could think about that too. Yeah. Because selfishness will not help a marriage thrive. It will not.
Make it worse, if anything.
Yeah.
If you go so far as you need to go and get marriage counseling and stuff like this, I don't know if some people believe in marriage counseling and stuff, but in my perspective, I feel like if your marriage has gone that far and you need to go get counseling, maybe your marriage just won't work.
Now, so I agree with Daryl that if because you feel that if a relationship went too far and you had to go get marriage counseling, you're saying that it's pretty much like toasted.
Yeah.
I feel the same way. So if, God forbid, our relationship got down that low, which... Thank you, Jesus, it will never. I know it will never. Yeah. But if it ever got that low, we both would look at it as like, yeah, the marriage is pretty much dissolved. And now I understand there's some people out there that would really, really want to do anything to make their marriage work. Now, if you're in counseling right now and that's working for you, I mean, hats off to you, and that's great. That's awesome.
Like, we're not here to discourage you away from counseling, marriage counseling, or I'm just speaking from our opinions,
our points of view. Yeah. So
I just want to put that out there.
Yeah, we don't see it as something that would work in our relationship. Yeah, but like we said, if it's working for you, great. That's awesome. If you haven't yet started counseling and you feel you should do that to bring your marriage together, and if that's what you want to do, go right ahead and do it. Like, if that's what you think is going to save your marriage, and if it does save your marriage, props to you, because that's awesome.
Yeah.
But for us, yeah, it just...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought we would put that out there, just what our thoughts were. So on that note, I guess I hope everybody is happy and having a good time in their marriage. And hopefully there's no disputes or any divorces. Because, like, people, I don't know, I don't feel that people, when they get married, they, like, divorce over the simplest things, like the stories that you hear. Like, it's amazing. It'll blow your mind. Like,
they don't try hard enough.
They don't try, yeah, that's the bottom line. Just people just give up so easy over silliness, foolishness, as far as I'm concerned. Like,
yeah.
Like a divorce is almost as common now as a flu.
It is, and it's sad.
Yeah.
It's sad.
Yeah, it is very sad.
Yeah.
Because, like, our marriage is not perfect, but it's not, like, in turmoil either. Like I think it's great.
We have a really good marriage.
Yeah, I think,
yeah.
We do it, we work together with everything we do. Yeah.
Yep.
Communication, to loving each other,
to date night.
Yep.
To respect.
Love and respect.
We be honest with each other. Sometimes I'll put on an outfit or a shirt and I'll say to Daryl, in the beginning when we first got together, Daryl would always say, "Oh, everything looks great. Everything looks great on me." And any woman knows that not everything looks great on her. And it's got to a point where I would say to Daryl, "Listen, stop trying to not hurt my feelings. If I put on a pair of pants or if I put on a shirt or whatever it is, and you really don't think it looks right, well, I need you to tell me what your thoughts are, because I don't want to go out in public looking like whatever, and then if it doesn't look right, you know what I mean? Do you really want to send me out in public looking like just whatever, and I'm on your side, and you know what I mean? And I'm not saying at all that Daryl controls what I wear, you guys. It's far from anything like that. That's not even what I mean, so don't even try to twist it. Don't even bother. But I asked Daryl, be honest with me. Tell me, does it look good or does it not? If it doesn't look good, I take it off. I either donate it or don't wear it no more or give it to somebody, and I'll just go get something else. So
you guys, we hope this 7 points on marriage advice help you some way, in some shape or form or whatever. So you guys, I guess this wraps up another video with Nadine and Daryl, the Ralphies guys.
Yep.
If you enjoyed this video today, make sure you show some love and give us a big
thumbs up.
And if you guys haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do so. It's so simple to do.
Yep. So until next time, peace. We're out of here. Stay beautiful, stay sexy, stay blessed. We love every single one of you all. Mwah.